enemy is mine.
Good morning. I know I'm early. I know I'm early. But it's because I'm going to be finishing early. Alright? Like, a lot earlier than yesterday. At least for the first stream of the day. There might be two. So what's happening today is I mentioned yesterday how I ordered an SSD for my PS5 to go inside and expand the storage. Unfortunately, I forgot one very important thing. Onyx, my German Shepherd, or our German Shepherd, right, mine and mum, has a checkup today at the vet at like 2 in the afternoon. And guess what time slot DPD have given me for my SSD arriving? Between 1:26 p.m. and 2:26 p.m. Anyway, luckily, got a family member that's gonna come here and sit in the house
Your blade be bright.
because I can't get to the door.
Arrows be true.
But I'm not gonna be. I want to be social, and I'm not gonna ignore them, especially when they're doing me a massive favor. So I'm gonna end my stream at 1 p.m. and then sit with them because that's when they're due to arrive, and we'll hang out, stuff like that. Have a catch up. But in the meantime, I thought I'd bring you some Horizon. Ha 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 ha. Because this game is awesome. And yeah. So without further ado, let me actually get the Twitch chat on my iPad here, just in case I miss any messages that I don't want to miss. And then we'll get right to it, shall we? Sounds good, sounds good. So yeah, from now till 1 p.m, we got more Horizon to enjoy. And we left the stream last night after collecting Ether, one of the AI subordinate functions we need for Gaia, which is the AI that takes care of the planet.
The tribe has asked so much of her already.
And but we've got side quests to pick up, so let's get those first.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Ducka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory. Not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the grove.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost.
Oh,
if you
yeah,
do,
yeah.
bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are
I'm wondering if it's a silent G again. Goda.
Thank you, champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
It's probably not.
Guess I need to head southeast to find that rollerback. And I think I saw a herd of bristlebacks not far from here.
Hey! Oh, I'm learning! So what? Like this is a gen. The D is soft and the second D is hard. Giggity. Oh, what? So it's Goda. Goda. Goda? Say God. God. Goda. Goda. Goda? I struggle with this hard softness thing. Still, it's a God. Yeah, God.
Your blade be bright.
Plain sight, Marge.
You say, oh, so that's what it means. I'm assuming that's what it means, right? I suck with pronunciation now. But yes, we're picking up the quests and then gonna head back to the base.
Blood of the Ten, Aloy. Regala denied. The truth of the visions revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Say the D like the...
Well,
Oh,
thanks
God.
to you, the
Gosta.
chief still lives. And hope remains.
Gosta?
But that's not why I wanted to speak with you. I need a favor. A personal one.
Oh,
My
say
grandson,
the
Cabo. He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with Regala's remaining forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them
without
willingly.
the E.
Like many
Well, then that's
young
the-
soldiers who seek to mark their skin with distinguished deeds. I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hikaru cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade
1 sec.
is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us. But Cavo is the last of my blood.
We will help you. Right, okay. So, the without the E on the end. It's just the. Wait, I'm still saying the E. Like, this is weird, man. Gusta. Gusta? It's a hard one. It is a hard one. I like it though. I like it. Thanks for keeping me on my toes. I'm gonna get this conversation rolling.
What made Cavo join Regala's rebellion?
For some, Regala represents a chance of vengeance against the Karja. During the Red Raids, it wasn't easy to turn the clans back at Barren Light. Many
Still-
wanted to pursue the Karja all the way to Meridian.
I'm still reading, by the way, as this goes on. Keep typing to me.
So when Regala attacked the embassy, they took it as a call to arms.
Yes. But others, the young especially, care only about the glory they think they'll earn by hunting an age-old enemy.
Oh.
Cavo, it was probably a bit of both. And a youthful desire for a cause to get the blood burning. Nothing I said could stop him.
I'll need to hear it. I'll need to hear that one. That one, yeah. I'll have to hear it sometime, because that's an important word. Thank you for it.
So if Cavo didn't listen to you when he joined the rebels, what makes you think he will now?
Cabo was too young to fight during the Red Raids. War was a stranger to him. But he must have experienced the suffering it brings by now. He will listen. Must. I just have to find him before it's too late.
Okay.
You said Cavo's your last living relative?
Yes. Before Chief Hikaru, the clans warred constantly with each other. Every skirmish claimed another comrade. One by one, I buried my children. And then, their children.
D'où ça va en flamme, yes.
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief on the battlefield, but I never found comfort there. only in the wisdom of the visions. And even so, I still couldn't prevent Cavo from following the trail of blood.
If Cavo joined Regala's rebellion of his own accord, will Hikaru let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy, and the toll of unending bloodshed. It's the rest of the tribe I'm more concerned about. They won't quickly accept someone who betrayed them. Even with my support, it won't be easy.
But you have to try.
I understand. We'll find your grandson.
I'll help you find your
at
grandson,
some point.
if I can. Where do we start?
A while back, our scouts reported Cavo's squad left one of Regala's outposts in the hills to the south. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive there.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Cavo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
Not yet.
I have some other things to take care of first.
Indeed.
I can meet you there.
Some
I'll
like
wait for you on the hill crest southeast
saves
of the grove.
the whole world.
We'll make our
thing.
way to the outpost from there. Until
Yeah.
then, strike true.
Yeah, no offense. We'll find your grandson, but like you're gonna want me to do what I'm about to do too. Trust me on that one. We've got some very big save the worldy type stuff. And given that this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream, because of my parcel, I am going to fast travel. Oh god, it's that word again. Favel.
A shot broke off its cannon. I picked it up right as the machine lunged at me. Never felt for it.
Favel. But then I got confused between Favel and Faval, and I wasn't sure which one it was. Oh no, it's all, the confusion is back. The confusion is back. No. Ah. I need, I'm gonna have to buy an audiobook, aren't I? Yeah, that's gonna have to happen. We'll see what we can do. If I can hear it, I can learn it.
Let me take a look at you, stranger.
Oh, okay. Here, I'm here.
You're the outlander who stood against Regala and her rebels.
I am.
Only if it means we're good here.
Don't worry. I'm not here to drink your blood, or whatever you Easterners think we do. The slaughter at the embassy wasn't your fight, yet you stood by the marshals. As far as I'm concerned, you're no enemy of the Tanakh. But you are going to need help if you plan on surviving the clanlands. I hear and see many things as a scout. I could share them with you, aid you on your journey.
I'd be grateful.
Well then, if you're ever in need of a quick refuge, there's an ancient tunnel north of here that machines tend to avoid. I scouted it many times trying to find a way further in, but the way is blocked. Whatever the 10 had in there, they kept it locked away.
Thanks for letting me know.
Indeed. Thank you very much for letting me know.
Might be a good idea to take a look around if I'm in the area.
What do you have? Oh, wait, what do I have? Frost Hunter Bow. 851. Oh, okay, this one's shorter range. Nah, I'm not gonna buy that right now.
Your loss.
Keep your eyes open out there, soldier.
Cool. So now that we're close to the base...
Race? They definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed. I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, Lou, stay focused. No pun intended. We gotta go back to the base. This is main plot stuff, by the way. The base.
Yeah, like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Aaron, you're all better.
Oh my god.
And you're here.
Aaron's gotta focus.
The
Don't
world
leave
only
us
goes
bad.
on. If you can do your thing, we learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the Karcha. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
It probably meant something to them. As it does to my people, and the Tanakh.
I just think my face says it all as is, that's all.
That it does.
Hey.
Hey.
A nice place.
Well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. It is a lot to take in. But, don't worry. There's nothing I can't handle.
Right.
And there we go.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah.
I really like this plot. I like that she's actually smartening specific people up.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both. I should get going.
I just keep practicing with this thing.
Dude, enjoy the music, man. I like that he found some music and is enjoying it. I love that, actually.
Wow, this place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus into that archive room. With the focuses you gave us, we'll be able to access it at our own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it. Thanks, Varl.
Talking of thanks, thank you everyone for being here. I just want to say hello. Hope you're all well. Alright.
How's, training with Zoe?
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough.
Mm.
Think you can hold the fort while I'm gone?
If Erend stops listening to the same music over and over again, maybe. We'll be fine.
No, I really like that he's found something he likes. Let him listen to what he wants. It sounds like rock music, from what I could tell, like metal and stuff. Let him enjoy that. Don't take the metal away from him.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
That makes sense.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected, and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us. so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
You've spoken with Cthulhu?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
Yeah, tell me more about the Utaru. I love this tribe.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
Just a second. Just need to reply to a message regarding my chair. Okay.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
Just a sec. I'm just asking my mum about the chair question I got. Okay.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than...
Rach just asked me if... hang on a sec, folks. I'll be right back with you folks right away. In fact, I'm going to have the conversation play out for you.
They did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was... not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
Alright, bear with, guys. I just got to share some stuff in messages. Enjoy the music for a bit, yeah? Thank you everybody for bearing with there. I might get more replies and stuff. RJ Gamer and I have the same wheelchair, and she was just asking about certain documents that we got regarding it and what they look like. So I asked Mum to dig out what I know we got and if she knew where it was, and then I've just taken some photos. I hope that helps, but I do not know if it will.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did. Though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here. It is humbling, to say the least. And heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Right, I should probably go.
I shall return to our training then. Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
I wonder what it's like being in space.
Chocolate frosting. Sounds like a ration every soldier should have.
Yes, chocolate frosting, yay.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
Okay. The Tanakh.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tanakh to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
And why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tanakh as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well, I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Cool Route. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Cool Route. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
Chat, I'm gonna finish this conversation and then I actually have to go for a bit.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
Yeah. So we are going to talk to.
Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the Ten walk with you.
Yeah. May the Ten walk with you. We are going to talk to you again next time. I'm going to have to go and help RJ with wheelchair questioning stuff, because chances are that she wouldn't be asking this if it wasn't important.
Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Is it me, or do the old ones just look fun? Funny how? At a close, they're so tight.
For once, I'd have to agree. I'd rip those things to shreds.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a fire. I'm going to head off for I don't know how long. If it gets close to 1 PM, then you probably won't see me until after 2:30. But I just want to be as helpful as possible. So thank you all for bearing with. Thank you for your understanding. I just, yeah, want to see if I can help with the queries that I've been sent. And we will continue this later today. Apologies for the interruption. Thanks for bearing with.